welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. I'm excited to have you. Thank you for tuning in. Before I get started, please, I would love for everyone to go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below. Join the self-care and beauty gang. It's all love here. Today's video is just going to be a follow-up on my personal Invisalign journey that I've been recording for the past couple of weeks. So let's get right into it. All right, so I'm currently already into week number 3. We're 3 days in. But I always post these videos on the weekend. So I'm going to give you a follow-up of what I experienced during week number 2. So week number 2 was interesting. You know, it was my first week putting in a new set of trays. If you noticed in my last video, which I briefly shared, my reaction was just like, oh my gosh, I couldn't believe what I felt when I first put in my new set. Okay, so I'm basically just going to keep this video short and sweet. There wasn't very many changes from the second week to the third week, which I'm currently in. I had similar experiences on week 2 that I did during week 1. You know, the pain in my mouth after putting in the new trays. I could feel the pulling throughout the day, especially in the evenings right before bedtime. I've had moments where I wanted to just take my trays out completely and just let it be, but it's like, you know, you really have to fight through this process. There are a lot of things that are tedious, like every single time I wanted to eat, which I'm still struggling on finding a pattern or a plan on how I'm going to be going throughout my day with eating, but like similar patterns from week 1 to week 2, from week 2 to week 3, not too much movement. Let me reword that. There wasn't too much noticeable change to the public eye. For example, you can see where I still have a little bit of, you know, the majority of the crowding that I had when I first started this process there. However, there has been a change in something as far as where my teeth are sitting. So before, and I'm going to try to see if I can find a video, not a video, but a picture to kind of show you the difference. My bottom teeth used to, you know, kind of lean forward a bit to where they created almost like a V shape in my bottom lip when I smile. They feel more pushed back. I don't know why I'm pushing myself in the face, but they feel more pushed back. Like literally, I can feel that my teeth are working on becoming straight, just because when I smile, my lip doesn't create that V shape that I was talking about before. And also I can feel where my teeth aren't like rubbing up against like this top part of my lip, because they used to touch that a lot from when they were leaning forward. It's so crazy for me to even be explaining it like this, but that's the only way I can explain how I can feel the difference. And every person's experience is going to be different. I understand that. But again, this is my personal experience with this process. And so my teeth aren't completely straightened yet, but I feel like they are aligning and actually being pushed into alignment. Like I can feel that happening. Also, something really cool that I don't want to miss is that I have an overbite on my top layer. Which, you know, was awesome for me to hide my bottom teeth when I did smile. So like in 98% of my pictures before this, you will never know that I had this issue because of my top layer. I have an overbite. It's a slight overbite. It's not major, but my top layer of teeth are pretty aligned. They're pretty nice. But because I have that slight overbite, you could never really tell that my bottom layer was as crowded as it is. However, with that being said, I'm not feeling an overbite anymore. Not as much as it was before. And that's interesting to me because I had no idea that the Invisalign would help with the overbite. I got them mainly because of the crowding. The crowding at the bottom is what I mainly discussed with my doctor. So I didn't talk about the overbite at all because I didn't feel like that was something that could be resolved. But apparently it is. So, you know, my smile at the end of this process ideally is going to be pretty darn close to perfect. So take a look at this. I smile, right? And you see how like my teeth are touching the top of each layer, like it's touching the tip. Yeah, it's not, and I turn to the side, it's not how it used to be. It's not covering my bottom layer anymore. So you can clearly see that everything is starting to push back, straighten up, and get into alignment. So that's something that I didn't want to miss out on sharing with you guys. I just found it very interesting. So anyway, I'm just excited still about this entire process, just feeling a difference internally within my smile. Even when I just close my mouth, it feels different. When I smile, it feels different. When I'm talking, it feels different, except sometimes the trays interfere with how I pronounce things. I might say the wrong word, or it might sound funny coming out. But it's definitely something worth having and doing because it's working. I can feel it, and I'm excited to show you guys the end results. Also, another thing that I've been experiencing, and this has been for the first 2 weeks actually, is that I have to take a second to, like, if you notice me doing this a lot, it's because I have to like suck a lot. That's so weird, but we're just gonna forget I even said that. Listen, things are happening, okay? That's all you need to know. That is all I have for today's video. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel so that you're notified every time I post a new video on this journey. Please and thank you. Also, don't forget to like and leave a comment down below. If you're someone who's already gone through this process, let me know what it's been like for you. If you're interested in doing it, comment with any questions that you may have for me up until this point. Again, just remember that I'm only on, well, currently in week 3, but I can give you any feedback on my personal experience that may or may not help you. Thank you for watching, guys. See you next time. And remember to stay happy, healthy, and beautiful always. Bye.